What is up, YouTube? Brandon here. A little bit different video today. Today we're going to be reviewing my WalkingPad X25 double fold running treadmill. Had this for about 6 months, got it in December of last year, and I paid $1,060 for it. I found a discount code online, which was actually cheaper than the Black Friday sales. So the fitness code, or the discount code I used is called Fitness Flow, and it was minus $420 off the purchase price. So I have no idea if that still works. I found it on some YouTube video, so your mileage may vary. But anyway, I didn't find any reviews by owners of this thing when I was looking for it. So hopefully this will give some information to people who are considering it. So this is the treadmill. It's folded up. I got this one because I am 6'5", and I was concerned that the other WalkingPad type treadmills would not be long enough for my stride comfortably. I tried some other ones that my colleagues had in the office, and I always felt like my feet were flying off the edge. So this was the biggest or longest folding treadmill that I could find that seemed to be built by a reputable company. And since I got it for, $420 off, I figured, why not? So I'm just gonna show you how to set it up. This is the blue one, although it's not really blue, it's more of a purple color, but I couldn't care less. I just wanted the one that was cheap. So let's get it set up. It has some nice wheels, so you can spin it, you can move it around relatively easily. It is heavy, so if you're planning on moving it around extensively, like up and down stairs, I would say this is a no-go, but if you're staying on the same floor, it's pretty good. So let me adjust the camera a little bit so it's aiming more at the treadmill, and then I'll be right back. All right, so now that the camera's set up a little bit better, first thing you wanna do when you have this thing upright is there's a handle right here. You're gonna pull up on that handle, and then the thing's gonna flip out. It flips out once and it flips out again. So we'll just do that. So you just pull up, it lowers down, just like so. Good. And then this one flips out like this. Now the one trick you have to be aware of is when you're flipping it out, this belt is not held in place. So it likes to slide from side to side. So when you're flipping it down for the final flip, you need to make sure that the belt is straight. So as long as you do that, it's all good. The other two issues, I shouldn't say issues, things to be aware of is when you first get it, this pad right here, there's like a pad that goes underneath and it's kind of like stuck to the base of the treadmill. It's gonna be loose all the way up. So when you first unfold this thing, you might get some air bubbles underneath, and you're gonna have to peel this up and then squeeze them out. Otherwise, when you walk, every time you go over that air bubble, it's gonna make a popping sound. It's really annoying. But once I got it sorted out, it was fine. So you just make sure the treadmill is all, or the belt is all straight, and then you just lower it down. One more thing, when it comes to oiling this thing, you have to put oil between the treadmill belt and this smooth surface to prevent too much friction. The instructions in the manual basically just say to put a few drops, whatever. I did not find that accurate. What I ended up doing was, and I think it's silicone oil they send you, but you can use, I think, any like 3-in-1 silicone oil. What I did is I'll get it in this position, and then I will basically do a Z of oil. So I'll just go like across and then down and then across again. And then I'll let it run a little bit and then do it one more time. That was kind of my initial setup. And then since then, I will do that every couple of weeks. Otherwise, when you're walking on here, especially if you walk barefoot, which I will from time to time, you'll feel it getting quite hot if it's not lubricated well enough. So just stay on top of the lubrication, everything should be good. So once we have this lined up, and make sure it's centered, okay? Then you just lower it down. There you go, we got some friction, just push it down. That's it. All right, so next we're gonna plug in the power cable. This is just a standard kind of computer type power cable. And I'll just show you and make sure it can get, yeah, you got my full stride in here. So I'm gonna show you kind of my stride. So it's real simple to use. There's only one controller. You just push the button and it starts moving, and then you can adjust the speed up and down. There is an app for the phone that tracks, your total usage, time, all that kind of stuff. I haven't found it that useful because I don't care. I just do 60 minutes at a time. I'm not really trying to track calories burned or distance or anything. I just do 60 minutes while watching TV. But, you know, if that's something you're interested in, the app may be useful. One annoyance of the app is it seems to disconnect and time out after a certain amount of time. I don't know if it's 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So when I'm on the treadmill, if I start it with the app, by the time I'm finishing, the app has been disconnected. And then as I'm winding up, you know, I'm 57 minutes in, and I'm have to fiddle with my app to reconnect it to the device in order to get my time and distance entered into the app. So I pretty much stopped using it. I would say my wife and I together, we've probably done hundreds of, I mean, probably over 500 miles on this thing, and it's held up fine. So yeah, let me just show you what it looks like. We'll do walking first, and then we'll do like a jog. So it also has a safety strap, which I don't normally wear. So this is about a 3 mile per hour pace. So you can see my natural gait, this is basically perfect. I never feel like I'm gonna fall off the end or that I'm choked up on it. Like I said, the other ones I had tried felt a little bit too short for me. Now, if you're shorter, this is not an issue, get the smaller one. But for someone who's tall or has a long stride, I think this is the best option that I saw when it comes to foldable treadmills. One thing about this particular one, in comparison to other ones I had tried, is that you really don't, unless you're barefoot like I am now or just in socks, you really do not feel the seam at all between the two sections. Some of the other ones I had tried, you felt more of a seam when you were walking or running, like when you went over it, you could feel a little bump. This one, I can feel it a little bit when I'm barefooted, but when I'm wearing shoes or even just like naked shoes, I usually do naked shoes, you don't feel it really at all. It's not an issue. All right, so this is 3 miles an hour, pace is comfortable. On the display, it shows the time, speed, distance, calories burned. I will show you that in a moment. Let me crank it up a little bit to kind of a jog. I don't really use it for jogging so much. I usually walk at like 4.5 mile an hour pace. For running, I figure if I'm gonna run, I'm just gonna do it outside. This is more for me to just walk and be able to watch TVs or answer email, you know, whatever I'm doing. Has a nice little shelf here for you to store your cell phone remote. You just gotta be careful with the vibration. It will kind of move from side to side sometimes and fall off, had that happen. So just make sure, you know, you're paying attention to it. All right, let's go a little bit faster. We'll do like 7 mile an hour. It gets pretty noisy at that speed, so like I said, I usually don't do it. And you hear that little squeaking sound, that's because I haven't lubed it in a while. So if you lube that, the squeaking will go away. But yeah, you can see this is a comfortable gait length for me. I'm not feeling like I'm falling off or anything like that. So yeah. Yeah, and I can feel the belt warming up a little bit. Like I said, I haven't lubed it in a little bit, so I need to put some lube on it. And then you turn it off. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as my impressions. It's been really good. Has allowed us to work out many times when we probably wouldn't have normally because I'm really busy. My schedule is unpredictable, so it's hard to work out. So having this in the house where I can just hop on it, watch TV, you know, answer calls, and just do it without having to leave the house is really nice. And it, like I said, it folds up. Really small, you can hide it. But let me show you the controls. So you can see right there, nothing crazy. We got the time, speed, distance, calories. You can see if it's connected or not. You push down to start and stop, and then you just twist the wheel to do the speed. Here's our little safety belt, which I never use. You can see, let me see if I can get the color a little bit. So you can see it's a little bit more purple. In fact, it's a lot more purple than blue. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, really good piece of tech for $1,000. I think it was a fair deal. I don't think I would pay full price for it. But that's just me. Now let me show you how it folds up as well. Just so we cover all our bases. All right, so we're done working out. We want to pack this thing up. Let's do it. So first, I always unplug it. Next, grab the back, just pull it up, and you can hear that like peeling sound. That's the sound of this under layer kind of coming up. So like I said, when you get it, it's going to be all, you know, crinkled. Don't worry about that. Just smooth it out as you kind of push it down, get all the bubbles out, and you'll be good. Some bubbles will come back sometimes, just do the same procedure. So you flip it over like this. There's a release handle under here. So you pull the release handle up, and then it just folds up. That's it. And then it locks. You can twist, just wheel it away. So yeah, really happy with this thing. Let me see if I can get you that purple color. So yeah, you can see it's definitely not blue as they described. Maybe they've changed it since then. But I think it's a great investment for someone who, you know, you don't want a giant hunk of treadmill that turns into like a clothes hanger, but you want to have access to this functionality in your house. This one's a little too big for the office, but I mean, I guess hypothetically you could. Most of the people at the office just have a straight pad with no frame. I like this has a frame. It's more of a traditional treadmill. So yeah. As I said, the code that I got from the video, I think it was called like Fitness Flow. It's at the beginning of the video, you can refer to that. And that got me like 30% off, which was actually better than the Black Friday sale. So I just used that. It may not work anymore. Your mileage may vary. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just paid for this myself because I thought it'd be a good idea. And so far, it's been a pretty good buy. All right, thanks a lot.